Welcome guys to another video on NIKKE Goddess of Victory. Now in today's video we are about to talk about the worst Pilgrim character. In fact, one of the worst characters in the game, and that itself is absolutely annoying simply because I seem to keep getting this character over and over again. And for those of you guys who are thinking I'm talking about Red Hood is not the worst Pilgrim character. You can stop the cap right there. But the character that is the worst Pilgrim unit in this game is actually Isabel. Isabel, she sucks. Let's talk about Isabel one more time. I think I've made so many videos talking about Isabel and how much she sucks, and we still don't have any updates on like any buff coming to her. I actually hate the fact that if there's any Pilgrim character in this game that absolutely sucks, I don't like it, because Pilgrim characters have this like level of authority, or when you say, oh, this is a Pilgrim character, everyone instantly thinks, oh, this character is gonna be good. You talk about Isabel, everyone just says, nah, she's trash, throw her in the bin, Now, I know someone also is probably thinking I should be talking about Nihilister as well, since she is not a strong Pilgrim character. However, I would say at least Nihilister has a use, which is in Pilgrim Tower, she is the only burst 2 20 cost cooldown that you can actually use, which is actually very important if you want to have a smooth rotation with the burst. So she actually has a use, but outside that, no, she is not going to be used at all. She's also a character that potentially needs a buff. Not even potentially, she does need a buff. She's only used for one stage, and obviously when a new Pilgrim character who is also a burst 2 comes out, she would actually phase out, especially if that burst 2 also has a 20-second cooldown. I do think she's gonna instantly just phase out and become absolutely like unused, which isn't great, especially since she is the coolest looking character in the entire game. Yes, I mean it. She is actually the best looking NIKKE in this game, and it is a shame, a huge shame, to have this beautiful character be this mid, mid basically, not even mid, like a little bit underpowered for a Pilgrim character specifically. So honestly, we have two Pilgrim characters in this game that I do think need a buff. The only thing, is like Isabel is a summonable character, and for some reason, okay, explain to me why Isabel was my most obtained character on this account during anniversary. Like my most obtained character for 1 year was Isabel. I got her to core 4. Flipping core 4, guys, she is a Pilgrim unit with the lowest rate possible. How the heck can you explain this unit being my most obtained unit? Especially when there's modes, especially when there's friendship banners where you can't get any Pilgrim characters. I should have more chance to pull any other normal characters way more than Isabel. But for some reason, core 4, what the hell? Now, obviously this has slightly changed after doing over 500 summons, 50 mode openings, and now my Litter is my most obtained character. But then if you look at it, it's only by one. Literally only by one. Litter is a character that I've been getting so many copies from since the beginning, but she still wasn't my most obtained unit. It was Isabel. So honestly, it pisses me off, and to anyone who's also been plagued by the curse of Isabel, it should piss you off as well, especially when she's absolute garbage. I don't even know why I have this gear on her. I'm just gonna unequip it. I will not be using Isabel. I don't think anyone who has Isabel uses her. At least every other Pilgrim unit has their use. Isabel is flat out not usable. Okay, obviously every character is usable in some way, but it is not great to use Isabel. Why would you downplay yourself to use a character that can instantly be folded by any other burst 3 character in the game? Non-Pilgrim at that as well. So Drake better, Modern is better, Privity is better, Sparkling Anne is better, Alice better, 2B, Trigger, Laplace, Helm, Noir, A2, Haran, Red Hood, Snow White, even the free units, oh my days. There's literally no reason to use Isabel once you have this free character. Maxwell, Celine is even better than her. Well, she's kind of actually good anyways. Actually, is Neo? No, they're both garbage. We're just gonna put them in the garbage tag. Let's forget them. Bridge is better. Julia is better. Maiden is better. Guillotine's better, Vesti's better, Eula probably better, Crow, I think Crow is the worst character in the game probably, so we're just gonna ignore her. Power is better as well. So how can we have the best type of characters in the game, Pilgrim units? How can we have them be one of the worst in the games? I personally do not understand that logic, and I don't think anyone does as well. So proposal guys, let's get let's get Isabel a buff. I know a lot of people want to see Red Hood get buff as well. Absolutely, if you want to see her be like one of the strongest characters in the game, or on the same tier as Scarlet and Modernia, I see no issue with that. But we have ourselves an Pilgrim character that's absolutely useless. Why was no one talking about this? I don't understand, because she looks cool as well, like very cool. Look at her, very nice. But her skills are just not good. The percentage can be improved if that's what they really wanted to do to make her better. Percentage could be improved. Removing the crit rate buff, crit damage buff as well, or buff up the percentage values to make it even better. Damage taken is increased. That's pretty good, but it's only to one target. And the percentage value 93.6. Okay, this is at level 1, but still, that is not great. Deals final damage, final attack. Sorry about that. Affect all allies full-time burst reduction by 5 seconds. Wait, why would this be useful? Maybe there's a specific character that would make this useful, but then again, it's not great. I feel like Pilgrim characters have their own uses or niches. So let's go ahead and just let's see if I can just change this to Pilgrim, and I can go over them. So this is all the Pilgrim units I have. I don't have let's go over to here. I don't have Nihilister just yet, but you know what, I had the opportunity to unlock her a lot faster. I was just keep forgetting to go over to the Liberation and keep collecting it, but I want to collect it right now, because I feel like we will be getting a Liberation character in the near future, maybe New Year's or something like that. But I honestly expecting a Liberation character during the anniversary, but okay, that's cool. What am I saying? Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and change this back to Pilgrims. So, okay, this is the full list of Pilgrim characters that I have. I'm only missing 2. Scarlet, please, Scarlet, come to my account, please. I gave up, but I want you to love me. So, Scarlet, come home. Also missing Nihilister, but I already explained that. So, Modernia, where is she good? She's overall the best damage dealer in the game. I know a lot of people like to say Scarlet, but with Modernia, there's just way more usability, and the burst skill itself is the greatest burst skill in the game. Able to like clear AoE character, kill a lot of characters with that burst skill. She's instantly the best character to use for campaign. She's just overall the best character in the game in my opinion. And then we have Dorothy, also one of the best burst 1 characters in the entire game as well. And then we have Rapunzel as well. I know people actually they downplay Rapunzel honestly, but I feel like she's a very important character as well. The ability to revive, the healing is pretty good. But I only started using her recently because I actually just obtained her, and yes, when I obtained her, I literally got 2 copies of her. Insane. Haran, actually, she's gone down a bit in usability, but honestly, she is great for campaign early on. She could push you up. If you have Haran, she is definitely great for that as well. She is not a bad unit. But yeah, falling off a little bit end game. And then we have Red Hood as well. Even though people want to hate on her, she's still actually quite useful as well for the tribe tower, yeah, for pilgrims. And she does have a use when she's able to like blitz, not blitz, but like she can keep hitting targets. She's overall great damage, just not the best damage in the game. And then Noah has the ability to add invulnerability to characters, only really used in PvP, but even then she still has a use in at least one content in the game that is actually quite important to most people. We have Snow White, one of the best one new car, like the new character basically. We have now Snow White, this Small White, sorry, who is now a great AoE character, just like a downgraded version of Modernia, but still a free unit at that. And then we have Isabel. Where is she good at? She sucks. She has no use. She's garbage. Thank you. And then we have Nihilister. Even Nihilister actually has a use, even though in my opinion she is a bad pilgrim character. but by no means is she a bad character. No, okay, she could be improved, guys. Can't lie about that. Especially when she looks this cool. I actually think it's a disgrace. Like, it's upsetting to have this beautiful character. I know a lot of us have just given up on like ever seeing a buff for Nihilister. A lot of us just gave up. Their hype around Nihilister literally just died. It hit the floor the moment she was mentioned or announced. It was absolutely like disgusting and horrendous to see this. But Nihilister still has one of the best looking like design ever. And you're telling me you look at Nihilister, you don't think she needs a buff? Devs, come on, let's buff this beautiful character up, especially if she's a free character. I mean, damn, she is very, very cool. And oh my days, it actually hurts. It hurts me that she's not great. It actually hurts me personally. That's why I always say waifu games, if they release a waifu that looks beautiful but absolute garbage, I get pissed off. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, NIKKE has done that a couple of times, but not as much as I would actually expect them to do. The characters in question are like, actually, since NIKKE is technically a waifu game, every character will be waifu, but there's some that just look extra beautiful and extra cool. So like Nihilister was absolutely, it actually destroyed my heart to see her be very, very beautiful, but absolutely garbage. No, Rosanna, she's cool, but nah, not in the same tier. Not as good looking as Nihilister, I can't lie. Where's the other one? Summer Neon. Where the heck are you? Stop hiding. I know you're garbage. Just let's name and shame you real quick. Come out. Stop hiding. She is a burst free. So just do this. I have her. So she should be. Oh my days, I'm blind, guys. I'm so sorry. That is okay. There she is. Another Garbo unit that actually looks pretty cool as well and very, very beautiful. So honestly, this hurts my heart as well to have such an amazing character be unusable. Nah, I don't like that either. I know at the start, actually, we usually get like a buff given to certain characters, but I believe the last batch of characters to get a buff was like Guillotine, and we haven't gotten a buff recently. So honestly, if NIKKE devs are taking notes, you definitely need to buff Isabel. And I don't think they're gonna buff Summer Neon anymore, simply because she's a limited not even limited, she's a is it limited? Yes, limited character that won't run again probably until the next summer. So maybe they'll buff her then. Actually, oh my days, they might do that. They might potentially do that. But anyways, Isabel needs a buff. Crow obviously needs a buff. There's just certain characters in this game that's just absolute garbage that honestly just give them a buff, devs. Like we don't need them being this bad, and there's no reason for them to be bad, especially when you have Isabel. Anyways, hopefully you guys like this video. Stay tuned for more content on NIKKE Goddess of Victory, and if you guys agree, let's bring this change. Let's bring this change to Isabel. We don't want to see a Pilgrim character be bad. I feel like that's one of the worst things that could have happened with any Pilgrim units if they are bad. And look at the community right now when a character, the Pilgrim units in a specific Pilgrim tier is not as great as as the other top tier ones. You already see how the community feels about that. But then we have Isabel, who's just absolutely like no go, no useful, not useful. It just sucks. Anyways, we end off with this actually, and yeah, recently my moles is, oh my days. Anyways, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more content on NIKKE Goddess of Victory. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.